Hello and welcome to Kicktalk Reboot. But now it's on to today's classified results. Scottish Junior Cup Round 5, Auchinleck 1, Bonnyrigg 1, Falthouse United 1, Musselburgh 2. Scottish Junior Cup Round 4, Lesmahago 4, Johnsonborough 0, Hullford 2, Bo'ness 0, Pollock 1, Cumnock 0, Athley 1, Robroy 1, Camlin 3, Troon 3, Clydebank 2, Shettleston 3, Newtongrange Star 2, Blantyre Vix 2. Stagecoach Super League Premier Division, Shotts 1, Beath 2, Kilbirnie 2, Glenafton 3, Petershill 1, Oven Meadow 1. Stagecoach Super League First Division, Greenock 1, Ardere 2, Largcecil 0, Cumbernauld 1, Ovenvix 3, Neilston 4, Kilsyth 2, Rutherglen 1, Maple 4, Yoker 4. Stagecoach Ayrshire District League, Anbank 0, Darvel 3, Craigmark 1, Winton Rovers 13, Govan 1, Dalry 1, Kello 2, Whitlets 5, Kilwinning 1, Lugar Boswell 1. Stagecoach Central District First, Bellshill 3, Maryhill 1, Benbub 0, Carluke 4, Dunnypace 2, Vale of Clyde 2, Lanark 4, Ashfield 2, Renfrew 4, Larkhall 1, Wishaw 2, St Anthony's 1. Stagecoach Central District Second, Cambusline 0, Rossvale 0, East Kilbride 1, Forth Wanderers 0, St Roch's 3, Glasgow Perthshire 1, and Royal Albert 0, Vale of Leven 2.
In Kilbirnie this weekend, the home side suffered another league defeat against Glenafton, sending them into relegation zone, and now the club faces the battle for survival. There was a moment's applause before the match for former Kilbirnie Ladeside goalkeeper Tom McQueen, who passed away earlier in the week. The match scoring opened up in the 20th minute. A pass received by Glenafton's Michael Warrope on the left-hand side of goal, who passed the ball to Aaron Connolly in the centre of the box, where he tapped the ball into the bottom left-hand corner past Ladeside keeper Chris Fahey. Things only went from bad to worse as Ladeside went another goal down early into the second half. In the 57th minute, Glenafton player Dan Orsay played the ball into Jamie McCrinnan outside the penalty box and centred to goal, who then tapped the ball into the bottom right-hand corner of goal to put Glenafton 2 goals ahead. However, Ladeside finally managed to get a goal back in the 75th minute. Adam Ford took the ball past Glenafton keeper Brian McGarty on the left-hand side of goal to thereafter shoot towards goal, but the ball was cleared on the line by the Glenafton defence. Yet Ford picked up the ball again to then pass to Chris Craig in the centre of the box, who passed to Richie Barr on the right-hand side of goal, who smashed the ball off the crossbar and into the goal. Unfortunately for Ladeside, Glenafton were awarded a penalty a minute after Ladeside goal. A controversial decision from the referee awarded the penalty after a handball from Billy Gibson saw Glenafton player Alan Kinney step up to the penalty mark to put the ball into the bottom right-hand corner as Fahey dived in the opposite direction. In the 80th minute, Ladeside scored their second and last goal of the game. A free kick taken by Chris Wilson, 25 yards on the right-hand side of goal, saw the ball arrive at the head of Billy Gibson into the centre of the box, who sent the ball home. The final score, Kilbirnie Ladeside 2, Glenafton 3.
Speaking to Kilbirnie Ladeside player Billy Gibson, Billy, a disappointing result today. Seems to be losing quite a lot of games recently, and not getting many clean sheets. What are your views on this?
Well, there's no hiding for that. The goal tally speaks for itself as well. Lost in far too many games. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I just don't think we're defending well as a team, to be honest. Don't think it's just the whole back four itself that's losing the goals. I think as a team we're just not quite gelling. I know it's halfway through the season now and we're further on, but we just need to start getting a finger out pretty soon, to be honest, because we're in a dogfight now.
This defeat sees Ladeside into a battle in relegation zone now. How do you see Ladeside improving from this in future league games?
Well, I know we've still got hard games in the league. There's no easy games in this league, but we've still got to play the teams round about us as well, which is good. Hopefully we don't need to look towards their games, but we can get points on the board against the teams that are higher up the league as well. But it's good to know that we still got to play them as well.
And Hartford are coming to Valefield next week. A huge match for the club. How do you see Ladeside performing in that match?
Well, we've just got to get into training next week, work hard, and possibly work on a few things that we need to work on. It's not working on the pitch on a Saturday now, and hopefully we can turn out a good performance anyway next week.
Billy, thank you very much.
And now it's on to my match report from Barfields Park, where the score was Thistle 0, Cumbernauld 1. Cumbernauld notched an important away win against a Largs side who will be smarting after missing several gilt-edged chances in the first half. Largs went into this game sitting in second bottom spot, and they were hoping to continue the good win after they beat Ardea 3-2 2 weeks ago. As for Cumbernauld, the big freeze has kept them out of action for 7 weeks. They're sitting in mid-table, and they still have sights on promotion, so there was a lot to give in this game. There was a real zip to the start of this match, and at Largs Thistle's Alan Frizzell, he sent a diagonal high ball to the left of the penalty area, finding James Marks, whose off-balance volley finished up over the bar. But in 8 minutes, the visitors grabbed a shock lead. Carroll found space near the edge of the penalty box, and he spotted the Largs keeper off his line to guide a rising shot into the roof of the net. Largs were working hard down both wings, and they were trying to create chances. They were sending in high balls trying to unsettle the Cumbernauld rearguard, Willie McClure smashing one volley past the right post. And Thistle continued to pile the pressure on the Cumbernauld defence, who were giving away a number of fouls. McClure sent a fizzing free kick into the bottom right hand corner, which resulted in the Cumbernauld keeper having to make a save at the second attempt. One of Thistle's best moves came from a busting run by Scott Keel down the left wing, and his arching cross found James Marks, who headed over the bar with the goal gaping. And then Marks was sent scurrying through, took an extra touch to take the ball beyond the defender, but his final shot from 15 yards flashed wide of the left post after doing all the hard work. These were 2 gilt-edged chances for Largs, but Largs created another good opportunity on the verge of half-time as a corner kick came flying into the box, and Craig Little managed to use his height to get a good head onto the ball, but he couldn't direct his effort on target. So half-time, and it was 1-0 to Cumbernauld. It was a real mystery from a Largs' point of view how they hadn't managed to get on the score sheet, but Cumbernauld had worked hard and they were certainly very much in this game. The chances in the second half were at a premium as Largs still looked dangerous from set pieces, but Cumbernauld defended well in numbers. Thistle manager Brian Slavin, he tried to change things. They moved Ewan Lindsay and John Pearce up front to replace James Marks and Willie McClure. But at the other end, Cumbernauld, after weathering a lot of pressure, nearly scooped a second goal as Thistle's Mark Murray came to the rescue to divert a Foley drive away from goal through his outstretched leg. And then Ross Lundy in the Largs Thistle goal, he had to make a good reflex save to deny Murphy seconds later. So, at the end of play, Largs slipped to the bottom of the table on goal difference, while Cumbernauld are now 5 points off a playoff spot. So the final score at Barfields Park, Largs Thistle 0, Cumbernauld 1. I'm with John Queen after Cumbernaud's 1-0 victory at Barfields. You must be delighted with that. It's a happy dressing room there.
It is a happy dressing room, and we're tightly after. We've had a 7-week layoff, so that's the first competitive match in 7 weeks. And I dare say, I think Largs probably had a big layoff as well. But we tried to get a couple of games in between, friendly games and things, and I thought it kind of told there. I thought for the first half hour, 35 minutes, I thought we gave Largs a bit of football lesson. After that, I think Largs came right in it, and certainly it was a game of 2 halves. Certainly, Largs came into the second half,
You'd be happy to get in that early goal?
I I thought,
Settled the nerves, I suppose.
settled the nerves, I suppose it does do that, and I think we're very unfortunate first half. Not he had a second, maybe. We feel over the piece, I think it was James Marks up front for Lars, had the only chance of the game for Lars, and he possibly should have done better, but that was an only clear-cut chance. So I was pleased that first half we played a lot of good football, second half, backs to the wall. I was just as pleased with that performance as I was with the first.
Sure, I mean, like you say, having a long layoff, looking at the league, it's cutthroat as it is. 4 teams go down, it's getting points in the board, that's all that really matters at this stage.
Well, you may have more knowledge than me, but I would need to ask, and I've already asked this question, and at any level of football, do you know of another league that relegates 4 teams? 2 go up, potentially a third go up in a playoff, so in a 14 league team, potentially 7 teams leave that league, potentially, but most of the time it's 6. So it becomes a dog eat dog. It means that the football suffers. People are frightened to play football. It becomes, as you said, it's a dog eat dog league. So every game seems to be a scrap or a battle, rather than having a bit of time. 4 teams get down. I think it's outrageous.
So what do you think now the aims now for Cumbernauld this season?
Our aim is we're looking to try and get one of the promotion places. That was the aim at the start of the season. We've already won the first cup of the season. We've won the sectional league cup, so we've got that under our belt. I would like to try and see if I'd like to go for a promotion place. Definitely.
With Stuart Davison after the assistant manager of Largs Thistle after Largs' 1-0 defeat to Cumbernauld, really unlucky with you after that first half. A lot of chances went a begging.
Aye, well, I'm afraid me and Brian don't like today unluckies. You know what I mean? I'd say we deserved to win the game, but we never took our chances. And we could have done better for the goal, so we've addressed that with the players, and we won't be feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to pick up and move on. But I wouldn't say unlucky, because we had it in our hands to take the chances and prevent the goals. So we must do better.
That's it in a nutshell, I suppose. I mean, looking at it, rather than looking at Cumbernauld and what they did today, you've got to really look at Largs' sort of frailties today.
That's it. We look after ourselves. We look at our own performance. If you look, maybe I think they had 2 chances or something. We had 6 or 7, maybe more. We had opportunities to get more chances, but we didn't make the most of it. So we're really disappointed not to have got anything, especially 3 points from the game.
Sure. Looking at it, like you say, what was your issues maybe with the opening goal?
I just don't think we organised quickly enough for the goal. Obviously the big centre half came up, and as a unit the defence didn't deal with it to swap players and see who was on who. We were caught sleeping, and that's how we lost the goal.
And chances, like you say, did fall to Largs in the first half. It was obviously going to miss those opportunities, but they dried up a wee bit in the second half.
I think maybe Cumbernauld restricted it a bit more the second half. We still had plenty of the ball, and as I say, it's probably more the second half we didn't make the most of the opportunities we had to get chances. Like maybe balls down the sides, we weren't getting the crosses in. We were hitting the first man a lot, and I think the chances in the first half, if you take them, it's a totally different game as well. You're not chasing the game, you're not as desperate. So it's something we've got to work on. We've got to take the chances and be ruthless in front of goal.
Sure. Like you say, I mean, you're taking an attitude. Largs were unlucky. We've missed an opportunity today. It's one lifeline gone, but there's still lifeline opportunities to go. But you're really being pressing on the players then, I suppose, that about taking the chances.
Well, that's it. I mean, the games are running down that. So that's two games. We've got 3 points. It should be 6 points if we went about it the right way. But as you say, the games will be ticking down, and the more the games go, the more you get desperate as well. So I think you've got to get the points on the board as early as you can, and the day was a missed opportunity.
Okay, that's great. Thanks very much. Thank you.